something gotta give. Spin another web. Head home, it's a spits like I'm Spider-Man. Felt it on a whim. You would fall and slip again.
So I made a video a few days ago. About being a group punching bag, essentially. And while I was making that video, I had an idea for a video that I'm making right now on the topic of bullying. Is bullying okay? This is a crazy statement to make. But I've heard that debate a lot in my life. And it's been a topic amongst me and my friends, amongst me and different people. And just a topic in general that, you know, people will argue that sometimes bullying is like a necessity, that it's helpful, that it can help pave you into the person that you are today. I sort of, kind of disagree. Now, take in mind, this is just my opinion. You have a right to disagree with it, not agree with it, or agree with it, you know, whatever you like to do. And I respect that 100%. I'm just speaking on mine, on my YouTube video. I mean, no disrespect by that. I'm just saying, I feel like people mistake bullying for blunt honesty. I feel like they get those definitions like confused, you know what I mean? Like they kind of get them mixed up. But I feel like they're two very different things, but people kind of look at them like the same thing sometimes. Bullying is just being an asshole. It's just being fucking rude when you don't have to be. It's just making other people's lives more miserable. You're just making the environment miserable. Being a bully is to literally make somebody or a group of people's lives worse, in my opinion. I feel like that should be the definition that stays with bullying. It's not a good thing at all. It isn't something that should be encouraged or supported, however you look at it. Now, with blunt honesty, it may not be asked or required from any given person. Like, nobody may have asked for the blunt honesty, but if you're being, like, brutally honest, if you're just being blunt about how you feel about something, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like that's very necessary. You know what I mean? I feel like at some point, if you care about your friends, if you care about your family, you got to be brutally honest with them. At some point, you got to be like, hey, I'm not feeling this, or hey, I feel like what you're doing is wrong, or somebody's making a song. You got a producer friend, you got a rapper friend, you hear one of the songs. If you want to support them, if you want them to go up, if you want them to achieve their dreams, like, you got to be honest at some point and be like, hey, this shit is not it. I don't mean it any disrespect. I'm just not feeling it. Like, I think it's trash. And maybe I think it's trash is a bit aggressive, but I'm just saying, like, that's blunt honesty. That's harsh criticism. Like, it's with the intention of helping them, keeping it real with them. That is something I agree with. That is something that I support. But I wouldn't want to call that bullying. I wouldn't want, like, I feel like a lot of people, myself included even probably, use their trauma of being bullied rather, as like a reason to motivate them to achieve their goals now. And that's a great thing to do. I agree with that 100%. I agree that people should do that. Like, because I was bullied in high school and middle school and etc. and whatever the fuck, now I'm a fucking god in the gym. I'm Shizzy. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know who Shizzy is, but like, he's a fucking ripped ass dude on TikTok. It's the fucking god. I love Shizzy. But like, you're Shizzy now. Like, back in middle school or high school, you were like the scrawny, skinny kid. You got bullied for it, and now you're in your 20s or something. You're like Shizzy. Like, you use that as a motivation to get yourself right. I agree with that 100%, but it doesn't mean that it was right for you to get bullied. And I've seen people kind of like justify bullying in a sense for that reason, that like, if you bully somebody, it's for their own good, and then they become who they need to be. It's like, nah, bro, you should have just been brutally honest. There was nothing wrong with maybe telling that person, like, hey, like, you could bulk up a little bit. I mean, it's no disrespect, bro, but like, you a little skinny, bro. You could put some meat in your bones, in my opinion. Like, that's just being brutally honest. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't got to be an asshole to convey the point that you're trying to convey. You know what I mean? To convey your opinion. Like, you can speak with some rationality. You can speak with a sense of respect. And some people just aren't wired that way. They're going to be assholes. They're going to say what the fuck they're going to say. But me personally, as I make this video, I'm just saying, if you wanted to avoid conflict, in my opinion, if you just wanted to speak to somebody with respect, if you just wanted to speak your opinion, but not like do it in a way where you felt like you were hurting that person, there's a way to do that. You can just speak honestly and respectfully at the same time. I promise you there's a way. You can just say what you got to say and let them know you mean no offense by it. You just telling them your opinion. You don't got to be an asshole. And you don't got to, I feel like people like mistake those definitions, but they're two very different things. So I just wanted to put that out in the atmosphere. That was my opinion. I just wanted to speak on it. And that's that. But you know the vibes. You are loved. Peace.